Okay, so somehow we are on day 8 now. It went by really fast, but today we are going to Covent Garden, and we're going to look around there, and then we're going to the Transport Museum, and then we're going to Windsor Castle.
Oh, there it is. The Royal Court of Justice. We're at the Transport Museum.
I'm always going into this elevator when it opens. Let's go. The elevator is at the back.
Look at Dr.
We've had a grand old
We are now on a train headed towards Windsor Castle.
Welcome to Windsor Castle.
And this is MTV Cribs.
We're at Windsor Castle. Meeting with the Prime Minister this afternoon.
Okay, so we are at Windsor Castle, and we did get to go in, but they did not allow pictures or videos inside. But it was really cool, and so yeah. What'd you think?
I thought it was beautiful and hot.
Lana, describe your thoughts for anything that we did today.
Well, it was very exciting to walk through St. George's Hall and make the realization that we were in the same exact spot where Baby Archie was presented to the world. Also, being in St. George's Castle and seeing the direct lineage of the current Queen Elizabeth, and to see her grandparents' burial spot, and her parents and her sister burial places, and also stand in stand at the altar where Prince Harry and Meghan were married, and see where the Queen and Prince Philip and they all were seated during that wedding, and Meghan's mother, and then to see and take pictures at the steps where they went into and then left the chapel before and after the wedding. Those are my favorite things.
Okay, so we are on a train going to Bletchley.
Park Trust site is that it's like a university campus, but fairly small on that basis, and there are lots of different companies and groups around here. So the National that's the link while we're at Bletchley Park. If you're at all interested in computing, maths, other than purely the history of Second World War, then we always recommend people spend 2/3 of the time up here and 1/3 down there. Because down there, when you get down there, I know I'm biased, but let's give you my opinion. It's very boring. you have to read everything, okay? It's just things everywhere for you to read. If you want to know a bit more about anything, then you won't find anyone around to help you. If you have a little tour around the park, then the guide will follow a fixed script and tell you various things about it. Right? Up here, all the guides are absolutely passionate about the equipment. They'll show it to you, they'll make it work as much as you want, they'll go into any kind of depth you want, and so on. Right, yeah, come on in. That's make a start. So we're going to do the tour chronologically, and that obviously means in order of time. So what you'll see over in Bletchley Park when you go over there is cabinets and cabinets full of Enigma machines, all different types of Enigma machines, but you won't be allowed to touch them. Okay, they're all locked away. The problem is that an Enigma machine with a provenance, you know, we know who used it, that kind of thing, it's very rare, and I think I can understand why they don't let you touch them, because, you know, if you broke something that's worth £250,000, they'd be a bit upset. However, we're not paranoid like that, and we've got one here for you to see how it works. Now, the thing about the Enigma machine is they were used before the war, and Polish mathematicians bought one, and they brought it over to Britain because they said it's very likely this is what the Germans are going to be using in order to do their encryption. So you could go into a shop like you would buy a vacuum cleaner and buy one, because they were used by organisations to secure communications between the two.
So, the encrypted messages, they were sent by Morse code. The Germans realised that we would be able to intercept that Morse code, but they thought we would never be able to crack it, and they were wrong. Well, at the start of the war, no, they were right. We could listen into these messages. We couldn't decipher them. We paid particular attention to what we call traffic analysis. We could identify the frequency it was being sent on, the call sign, the time of day, the number of characters in the message, and by triangulation we could get a fix from where the message was being broadcast, and we found messages being broadcast from the North Atlantic. No problem with that, that's going to be a ship. But we found these messages coming every day. Same frequency, same call sign, about the same time of day, about the same length of message, and when we got a fix, this ship didn't seem to move. Have you heard this story before? No? What could it possibly be?
An island?
An island, yes, I would agree with that. Not that many islands in the North Atlantic, but submarines move though, don't they? An iceberg. If an iceberg happened to have an Enigma station on it. Okay, in today's world, I think a good answer would be an oil rig. A static oil rig stationed in the North Atlantic or elsewhere. But they didn't have oil rigs during the Second World War. What the Germans did have, though, was static weather ships, stationary in the North Atlantic, broadcasting weather forecasts. So what more likely for such a weather forecast to include at or near the start of its transmission than wetterforecast, weather report, weather forecast, and we use not joined to anything else, aren't particularly helpful, and the W right out on the side there, and the H actually right out there. But the ones that have lots of interconnections between them, and especially the ones that form a loop, a feedback loop. I'm talking electrical feedback there, if any of you are electrical engineers. So fairly arbitrarily, I've chosen 12 that I think are particularly important, and I've picked those out in red. For every revolution that the top ones make, it makes the middle ones move, and when they've done a complete revolution, they will make the bottom ones move. We're going to have to wait for a moment or two. And it's coming up to 10 shortly, keep watching. Okay, so if we move on, talk about pairing NC, and this is just what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing. Input, output, N to E, E to V, and that's what we're pairing up here. Moving on now. Just shuffle up a bit so other people can see it. So, there's a big motor here that drives the whole thing with a drive belt. Normally, I would wait for the machine to stop spontaneously by itself. But let's see and stop it manually.
There's your plain text letter E of Veta, which transposed as a letter G. And what you're doing when the bomb machine stops, it's telling you which rotors, which order they were in, that it thinks caused the stop. So you put these drums on, you make a correction, the bomb gives you 3 letters, so you dial in those 3 letters, and then basically you step your way around these pairs of letters, because the bomb has given us 1 of the 10 plugboard pairings. So if we know that, we can press the letter Q. Yep, we are set up. And what lights up is the letter T, and that's the machine's way of saying for E to become G with these drums, when Q is plugged to G, the only way that can possibly happen is if E is connected to T. It's creating just one electrical circuit. Now you move round to the next pair of letters. We've got one of the plugboard pairings, so we find out the other one. So that's another separate circuit.
Use an enigma machine for very short messages, and effectively we can listen to most of the messages coming through. The enigma machine has 3 really nasty weaknesses, and apart from the letter encryption itself. How it works is that the 12 rotors have 5, 2, 2, and 5 wheels, but they're in.
Really, that gives you the idea of why we actually do the wheeling here, because we've got the original machine in its original position.
The German message is being read by spinning a tape around that. Now, Tommy Flowers actually overcomes that because he says, I'll start with 2,500 the hill right up here. From here, this way, is all to do with Colossus and the Lorentz cipher. So here, and the rest of the part is Enigma and Alan Turing's the name. So in the world, up until this, were thrown away. Now, it's working. Hang on. When you think about it, although Colossus was very reliable, computers that followed on from that, certainly HTML or whatever. Well, with only half a kilobyte of memory, there's no operating system, no compiler, no interpreter, so you have to write in its native language. So it is how many times I've wound it. Right? I can go backwards. So, if I put a number in here like 9876, and I want to multiply by 9, and I can only add up, what do I do? Take 4. So this is just ideal. This is called the accumulator. If I want to multiply by 17, I notice I've wound it 20 times. I can go back. Yeah. So, how do I multiply 9876 by 999? And was destroyed or dismantled in 1956, I believe, and that's all that's left of the original.
Is this like all those storage things?
I'll do that one in just a second. This is 1960, so we've moved on to the second generation of computers. That means all the valves are gone, and we use 2823. They made 1960, and they made 200 of them. So a mass-produced computer, 200. The other technology is memory. And you can fit it into these kind of devices. You've got the beginnings of technology that you're much more familiar with. Commodore PET, these ones used cassette. It would have taken 10 minutes to load a game of Pac-Man. That's if it loaded it successfully. Halfway through it would say tape corrupt and you'd have to start again.
The urge to hide secrets and to uncover them is as old as humanity. One early cipher was devised so Julius Caesar could disguise communication with his generals. Espionage, by the time we reach the First World War, is an established weapon in the armory. But from here on, encryption and code breaking also come to the fore, and military intelligence takes its place at the heart of the war machine. Through the astonishing contents of the Zimmermann telegram, decoded by Room 40 on the 17th of January 1917. Sent via neutral US cables to the German ambassador in Mexico, it revealed a German plan to entice Mexico into the war. Mexico's post-war prize was to be the US states of Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico.
We're at Bletchley Park, and it's 96 degrees.
Years, and most of us generated a tiny amount of data in our lives. For some people, it was simply when they were born and their parents' names, when they married and the date of their wedding, and the day they died. Every big leap in technology starts when one person thinks differently, imagines something.
There's the object, now revealed with the code.
Every piece of malware developed.
1939, Britain declares war. The great British public huddle around radios, listening to the news. They are preparing themselves in a very British fashion, watching and waiting and listening. A group of people that no one knows about or has even heard of is also listening. Listening to something quite different. The sound of secrecy.
Our need to communicate, the challenge of communicating at long distances. This is what drove early radio pioneers, and it's still driving us today.
One or two things with things like parodies in Puerto Rico, transferring information, or the reasons why people do it. This is now.